Meanwhile, news of Angus Eve's reinstatement as head coach of the senior men's national team is already making the rounds since it was announced last evening by the Normalisation Committee of the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. Tonight, the man in the hot seat.
Well, of course, I feel very honored. I always, anytime you get called to serve your own country, you must be honored and make some level of positive impact, with especially what's going on in our country today. So it's a great honor for me to be given the opportunity to serve in this position again.
The country's most capped senior player has not been spared from the criticism that football's hottest seat has attracted for time immemorial. Eve was first named head coach of the TTFA's biggest football property on September 2021 and was clear on the prevailing conditions before he signed on. He self-assessed his tenure thus far.
But what we've been successful in doing in the rebuild is to stabilize the team. If you realize that we haven't gone lower than where we got the team, and we actually moved up 2 spots. And when we took over, since 2015, we hadn't played at a Gold Cup, and now we represented Gold Cup back to back. And we also qualified for the A, which puts us in a better World Cup qualifying run. So for me, when you look at success, it's measurable. But I think that the word I would use is that we've been successful in stabilizing the team.
Asked about what his team selection would look like for the next 6 months, Eve said wherever footballers with a passport played was irrelevant, but there were factors that must be considered.
Because the locally based players just have 1 season under their belts. We have games on the 7th, and they haven't played a competitive match for a couple of months now, except for AC Port of Spain, Defence Force, and Club Sando. So it's very difficult to take a man who is not been playing, to just take him and carry him to play an international match. I don't know if people really understand that.
The head coach said he's closely monitoring all TNT's active footballers, including those in action this week at the Hasely Crawford Stadium and the Dominican Republic in the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup on Thursday. Jovan Ravello, TTT Sport.